Thank you for joining us for this segment of Restore. This yoga therapy segment is on hamstring health. And we're just going to demonstrate and explain 3 simple stretches, some that you've probably already done, but we're going to describe why you're doing them and how to do them so that you can get the greatest benefit from the stretch. So Kitty is going to first start by holding onto the chair. So you can do this in a standing forward fold, but we're giving this as a prop. So that you have something. You can always grab a hold of a chair or even grab a hold of the side of your bar or the side of a table or a desk. And the first thing that she's going to do is bend her knees, because whenever she bends her knees, what's happening is from the back of the knee to the sitting bone is length. Now, where you could get into injury or into harm is by straightening the legs and bringing it, and I'm going to let Katie demonstrate that just for your viewing purposes. If she straightens her legs, then she's going to get a rounding and overstretching in the back. So we're going to bend the knees, and as she bends the knees, she's going to get a nice natural lumbar curve, and then she's going to be able to lift from her sitting bones. So now we're already going into the belly of the muscles of the hamstrings, where they attach around the ischial tuberosity, and then as they come into the backs of the knee and the sides of the knee. And she's just going to stay here and elongate. She's holding on to the chair, and she's moving her sitting bones back. You would also feel this similar sensation in a downward facing dog. And I'm going to let Katie just go there just so that you understand that this is the evolution to downward facing dog. So in the same pose, bending knees. This is another great hamstring stretch, but some of us can get dramatized by what's happening in the shoulders or what's happening in the wrists or where the head should be, etc. Really, downward facing dog should be doing 3 things. This is not a segment on down dog, but we'll do one, I promise. I love it. But I did want you to see that the being on the chairs, evolution of down dog, same thing, sitting bones up, knees bent in, and then over time the heels can stretch down as long as the sitting bones are leading, not the low back. Katie's going to come down onto her knees now. She's going to sit back on these blankets. And the reason why is because it's going to give her a lift. If she were off of the blankets, we're going to demonstrate that for you too. If she were off of the blankets, her back is going to round when she goes into the forward fold. She's going to cave in her abdomen, and this posture is going to be uncomfortable for her. She's more than likely not even going to breathe. Instead, she's going to lift up. We're going to slide the blankets back underneath. And now with her leg extended, she's going to pull her right buttock flesh back. Because once you extend the buttock flesh back, it literally makes the hamstring longer, okay? So when she pulled the buttock flesh back, she's elevated. Now the back is not rounded. She's going to stay on her fingertips and keep them in snuggled close to her body with her elbows drawing in by her side body. And that's just going to be a constant reminder to lift and lower, as opposed to her walking her hands out. So this is a do not do, because again, you'll notice this is just a falling into the shape. She's going to bring her hands back in on the fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. One more aspect of this. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Because she has her foot her ankle at a 90-degree angle. Her foot is in flexion right now. Because of this, she's able to create even more elongation through the calf and the hamstring. If you have really tight hamstrings, then don't worry about it. Just relax the foot, relax the leg, and just be where you can, but with a long spine. From sitting bones to crown of the head length, from sitting bones to heel length, no rounding. Okay. This is best to do with one leg instead of both, because here you get to just isolate and be with just the one back of this leg. All right. And now the final one that we're going to give you, again, these are all 3 very simple, but we want you to do them correctly so that you actually do get hamstring relief. And in this one, we're going to continue to work on Katie's right leg. She's going to grab a hold of a strap. You can use anything similar to this at home. And when she holds onto the strap, she's going to wrap them around her wrist a couple of times. And wrapping them around her hands a couple times, really. As she wraps them around her hands, she's going to bend the elbows, because the more that her arms are in close by, she's in control. If she goes to straighten her arms straight out, then this is going to more than likely cause stress in the shoulders, in the jaw, start her clenching and grinding her teeth even potentially. So, but if the elbows are in, there's a sense of control. The shoulders can be broad, the jaw can be relaxed, the cranial bones open. And now, as she works into this shape, the heel is extended upward beyond the toe mound. It's like the toes are trying to come in toward your body. The knee can be as bent as much as you need to, and you're just going to keep pushing in with your heel, keep pushing in and up. Whenever I say in, I'm meaning more into the strap and more up with the heel. Now, one thing that could happen is that you round and lift the hip up off the floor, but don't do that. So drive the sitting bone. It's like you're trying to take that same sitting bone on the right side and drive it down toward the floor. And again, work the space from the sitting bone to the back of the knee, from the back of the knee to the heel. From the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head is length, sitting bone to heel, length. I hope that these help you spend at least 20 breaths in each one of these shapes. Take your time. Really be with the subtle body. As you breathe in, feel space. As you breathe out, feel that closing in, that intimate connection that you have during each breath. Okay, you'll understand your body better. It will communicate more clearly to you. I hope that you'll join us for more of our segments. Subscribe to us on YouTube channel. Namaste.